everybody, Canadian Spinja here. You might remember me from the Typical Skeptic podcast, where I was with my partner Don Rogers, and we were put under hypnosis with Maya from SOSQHT, with her Cosmic Crusaders. Anyway, I just thought I've been looking around and I've been noticing in our community that there is a lot of brilliant people. There is a lot of answers as to what's going on behind the scenes, and like the just the disgusting things, and how they're trying to take our power away and have us dependent and try to break us and all that. I was looking around and it's like, okay, so we have some answers. We're finding out more and more every day, which I am absolutely grateful for. But it also left me feeling a little disempowered, because it's like, okay, all of this stuff is happening and kind of feeling helpless. So I got thinking, I want to put it out there and I want to help people figure out what to do about it. So I am planning, this is the very first intro. I'm planning on starting a series of videos. It might turn into a podcast, it might not, but just sharing information about what we can do about it. Because we are a lot more powerful than what we know. We have a lot more control than what we know. But society has us believing that we're a lot more helpless than what we are. Just as an example, you go to the store and you see a muffin mix. You pay like $5 or $6 for the muffin mix, and then you have to get the eggs, and you have to get the oil, and you have to add the water. And I just looked one day at my in my recipe cards, and it's like, there's really not a whole lot more steps to cooking, like making muffins from scratch, than there is making them from a mix. And most of the stuff you may already have in your cupboard. And that crosses over into other things. And if you've been to the bakery section of the grocery store, or just the bakery itself, you'll see that the prices are pretty painful these days to pick up some treats. But if with a little bit of effort and some patience, you can make the treats yourself. So that was something that I was thinking of, because things are getting tight for everybody, and we need to come up with ways, because we should be eating healthy and having treats and knowing what's going in our food. So I want to help out with that. I've also been listening to podcasts in regards to homesteading or farmsteading. There's one in particular which I will talk about in a future clip. She encourages everybody to do something, because you can. Even if you're in an apartment in the biggest city, there are still steps that you can do to gain more independence from this system. Churning your own butter is an example, and it is a lot easier than what people think. You don't need a cow to do it. And these are the things that I want to share. There's just little different tips and tricks that I've learned, because I was a single mom for 10 years, and living in, I'd say, one of the most expensive, oppressive provinces in Canada. I was living in Ontario, and that just about broke me. We're in Alberta now. Life is better. It's not perfect. It's definitely, the paycheck is not matching the effort put out, just like everybody else. So this is the part where I'm going to share tips that I needed along the way to save some money, make my money stretch a little bit further, and just take some action, take myself out of the system that much more, and be a little bit more independent. There's other things that I will probably cover. I'm just learning about tarot right now, so I'm happy to share what I'm learning about that. I'll be diving into essential oils. I'm learning about crystals. While I do have a lot of knowledge, I am new at a lot of stuff, and I think that's the knowledge around the community is very, very spread out. So, you know, some people might have strong suits in one area, whereas they know nothing about another because they've been busy doing research. So I want to help fill in some gaps there. So some of the things that you can look forward to, as I mentioned, was churning butter. I also spin my own yarn, so I will do a demonstration of that. If there's interest, like I will be doing a demonstration with knitting, I'll be doing a demonstration with crocheting. If there's interest, possible simple sewing projects. I want to learn myself more about essential oil. One thing I will tell you with cold and flu season, now this is not medical advice, this is my own experience, but with it being cold and flu season and viruses flying around, oregano oil has been my best friend with a child who is still in the public school system. That's a whole other story. I still oregano oil has been my best friend. So that just about sums it up. I just wanted to introduce myself and put it out there, what my plans are. And I would love to hear from you. If you have any ideas or anything that you would like to see, if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to help guide you, show you, and if you can't find it, then we dig together. I will say that I will try to keep politics out as much as I can. I'm not going to promise that there might not be an F-bomb here or there, because that's who I am. I am also going to say that if you are longtime friend and my one remaining family member that has anything to do with me, okay, maybe there's like 4 or 5. I'm going to be honest here. You might not agree with what I'm saying or what I've discovered. And I still love you, and I hope that you love and respect me enough to agree to disagree. With that said, I think that's everything. So I am not going to beg you to smash the like button, but if you would like to do that, if you'd like to subscribe, then that puts me that much closer to do live videos, which that alone might be worthwhile, because if you know anything about Don, you know, if he's helping me in the kitchen, that might be worth it. He's a pretty funny guy. So I will leave you with that, and I thank you. If you've made it this far, I thank you for your time, and yeah, let me know what you'd like to see, and maybe we start up an online stitching bitch. I'd be down with that. If you want to learn to crochet or want to learn to knit, throw a Zoom meeting together, and we can hang out. So anyway, just let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos. Love you guys.